hello Facebook or YouTube or whatever this is gonna end up being on. Basically, this is one of my last resorts of trying to find help, trying to find a way or somebody who will listen. My name is Dominique Davis, and I'm 18 years old, and I'm gonna try to say some stuff that happened to me. It's a very long story, so I'm gonna try to be brief about it. I'm gonna try to make more videos, but for now, I'm gonna try to find somewhere to start. I guess I'm just gonna start with my parents. My parents were on drugs. I have 4 sisters, a big sister and 2 little sisters, and we were taken away to foster care. My auntie adopted us. She adopted us, and she took in some of our cousins before us, which you would think would be a good thing, but it's definitely not a good thing because the reasons that she took us in was not for a good reason. My cousin was abused and in her home, and my uncle raped my cousin. She was 7 or 8 years old, I believe, when it started, but he raped my cousin, and he would molest her and my mom. And my auntie blamed my cousin for it. She told my cousin that she was a hoe and that she was a home wrecker, and she kicked her out of her house, which makes no sense to me. How you could say that to a little 8-year-old girl. Like, no 8-year-old girl wants to be dragged out of their bed to be raped. That doesn't make no sense. But basically, my auntie blamed her, and she stayed with my uncle. Years down the line, we got adopted by my auntie, and she started to go through a divorce with my uncle. My cousin was way older now, and we basically went through so much abuse there. But no matter who we tell, nobody ever believes us. Or if they do believe us, they don't do nothing about it. So I don't want to see the same thing happen to my little sisters, which it already is, and it just hurts me so bad. So I'm trying to do everything that I can to figure out a way to protect them, to save them. I love them so much, and nobody could ever understand. I would never, ever, ever stop fighting for my little sisters. I mean, if they were okay, then yes, I would leave them be. But when your little sisters are calling you and when they're scared to go home, like, that's a horrible feeling to have as a big sister. Like, if I could go back, I would go and be abused every single day for them. If I could go back, I wouldn't have been taken away. I didn't even know I was going to be taken away, but anyways, I was adopted by my auntie, and I've just so much has happened. She's done so much, but she was beating and abusing us, and just couldn't take it anymore. I kicked a hole in the wall, but that was after a long time. I was a very good kid. Like, I would just go to school. I got A's. I just wanted her to be happy. I wanted to make her so proud, is all I wanted to do. And nothing was ever good enough for her. She would always call us hoes and bitches, and she would call us sluts and say that I was never going to be nothing like my mom. And I could never understand where her hate came from. I mean, but I can understand a little bit now. I mean, I don't hate my auntie. I don't. I just want my little sisters to be safe. But basically, she called she had a new boyfriend, and I guess that would be more of the bulk of it. She had a new boyfriend, and her new boyfriend acted weird with us. Like, he would always try to wrestle with us, but he was big. Like, he would wrestle with me, and he would just lay on top of me for a long time. He was big, and he would just hold me and lay on top of me. And then he would say weird stuff, because we would always go to church to get away from being at home. That's why we went to church at first. Later, we found God. But we would always go to church, and he would be like, "Why do you guys go to church? He'd be like, you guys need to go out and party, because all that's going to happen is when you guys get older, you guys aren't going to want to go to church anymore." And he would say weird stuff to us. Like, he would come in our room in the middle of the night, and he would, like, pull the covers off of us. And once he took us drive, like he took me somewhere. I went to go to McDonald's, and my auntie had him drive me, and we were alone. And he was driving me, and he drive to the side of the road, and it was really dark there. And he started laughing, and I was just looking at him. I was just looking at him, and he started laughing. And he was like, he would always say, "Girl, when we gonna do this?" And he was like, "Girl, when we gonna do this?" And I just looked at him. I was just looking at him, and then he leaned in really close to me. And then I just moved back, and I'm just looking at him. And then he was like, he just started dying laughing. He was like, "I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you." And then he drove me to McDonald's. We got my food, and then he drove back home. So my big sister told my auntie about what he was doing, and she said that she didn't like it. And my auntie got mad and started abusing my big sister more. So I got scared, and I said that he wasn't doing anything to me. But then my big sister started leaving, like over the summer and stuff. She would always leave. So then I was alone. So then he would do it to me more. So I told my auntie eventually what he was doing, and my auntie started treating me worse too. So I ran away. Well, I ran away after my auntie like just beat the heck out of me one day. I ran away. And like I think a month or two later I came home because I started school. Well, I was starting school, so I went home. And then I just remember that when I was at school, sorry, one second. But I remember when I was at school, the social workers came, and they sent security guards to the classroom to pick up me and my big sister. And when we went, the social worker asked us to get in the car, and she told us that we weren't going home, that my auntie said that we were an endangerment to her kids and that we were beating up her kids, that was such a lie. But if I could go back to that day, I would have done anything to go back home. I would, if I would have knew, just to be somewhere, like to be in foster care. Like foster care, I'm not gonna it's not the best place. It depends on where you go. A lot has happened to me in foster care, but going to foster care, I mean, even just getting allowance and getting clothing allowances and stuff like that, like just knowing that my little sisters couldn't have that. I would go to church, and my little sister would come to me crying, and she'd be like, "I'm hungry, I haven't ate." And so I thought I was just being a good big sister, and I gave her some. I started bringing food to church from my foster home, and I would give her some food. And then I was a praise dancer, and they were too, so all the girls changed in the bathroom together. And my little sister just had like holes in their underwears and stuff, so I didn't say nothing to nobody. All I did was go buy where I got clothing allowance, and I would spend my clothing, I would save it up and spend it to buy them clothes and underwears and stuff. So my auntie tells the social workers that I'm having my little sisters lie, and I'm bringing them food, and I'm saying that they have holes in their underwears and stuff, like, but she said that I'm lying about it. So my social workers said that we couldn't see them for a while, and my auntie pulled them out of church. And I couldn't see them for a long time, and so much stuff has happened to them. My little sister is just growing up. And she needs me, and she needs my help, and my other little sister. And they're just so scared. Like, they get it. So much happens to them. And I just want to help them. I want the best for my auntie. I want my auntie to just go on with her life and be happy. She always told us that she wants to ruin our lives, which she's doing a horrible job at doing. Because my big sister grew up, she went to the military, she's in the military, she's doing good, she has a house. I live with my big sister now, and I just got out of foster care, and I'm doing good. I cannot live my life with my little sisters being hurt and abused. And you could go to any prayer request, you could go to my schools and ask my teachers. I wrote reports. All I've ever wanted was for my little sisters to be okay. That has been my goal. It has been on every prayer request for every year. It's for my little sisters to be okay. For me to get my little sisters, or my big sister to get my little sisters. And for us, my auntie doesn't want them. She does not want them. Like, it's just, all she wants to do is hurt people. And it doesn't make no sense. Like, I'm sorry, whatever happened to you. that made you the way you are, but just go on and live your life. You don't want us. You didn't want us. You don't want them. You just want to hurt me and my big sister because you know how bad we want to take care of them. But it makes no sense for you to just have that much anger built up in you for something that we didn't even do. Thank you for keeping me and my sisters together, by adopting us. That's about all I can say thank you for. But I don't hate you, Auntie. I don't. I just really want my little sisters to be okay. I want them. My little sister's she calls me. She says she needs help. And when we call the police, when we call CPS, nobody believes us. My auntie is a great liar. And she always told us, nobody's ever going to believe you because I'm an adult and you guys are a kid. Well, Auntie, this kid has grown up. And I don't care if I have to tell my story to 1 million people. I don't care who believes me anymore. I really don't. Somebody's going to hear me. And somebody's going to believe me. And when that day comes, Auntie, I really, really hope I really hope the best for you. I do. I hope that you have a good life. Because somebody's going to hear me. And somebody's going to help me. And somebody's going to help my little sisters. And we're going to get them the life that they deserve. Because we already have a house for them. They already have bedrooms here while you have them sleeping on the couch. While you won't buy them pads and stuff. Like when I remember the things that you did to us. The things that you did. Shoving pills down people's throat, but I don't understand how everybody believes you. We have generations that my auntie has messed up. Generations of kids that she has messed up, but we refuse. Me and my sisters, we refuse to be in that generation of going into drugs and being messed up and having kids at a young age. My big sister is married and has a kid now. I'm 18 and I do not have any kids. I'm gonna get married. My little sisters are not gonna be like that. They're not. You're not gonna mess them up. They're gonna have a good life because God always has the last say so. And if I know anything, it says, I just know that God is able. He said when men say no, God says yes. So all I know is as long as God is on my side, as long as God is on my side, I have no man to fear. No man to fear because while you didn't raise me, church was raising me, Auntie. And I thank God for everything. I thank God for everything that you did to me because now I understand things. Now I'm able to help people. And I'm going to help so many people in church. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Bishop, for being there. Because when I was hungry, they spent their money to feed me. And my sister. I mean, I'm not going to say that they believed everything that we always said, but a lot of adults didn't believe us, so I'm not going to be mad that they didn't believe us or for some of the things too, but I thank them for at least being there because I was in church for a long time and I will always be a part of that church. They taught me so many things and I don't hate my auntie. Because I realized that we have different plans for people. Like, while in my heart, God just take it away. But while in my heart, I might feel pain and sometimes even maybe